3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Forex Trading Show. Forex trading live every weekday morning. Real trades, real profits, zero analysis. Set back, relax, and get ready to profit. And now, your host, Terry from FXWithTerry.com.
Welcome, fellow Forex traders. We are looking at the free signal launched last week. The market has that much movement. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe if I put it over, it has that much movement. Zero movement. Everything's going sideways. Little bit of a push on gold, but still pretty much in a channel. Let's take a look at it. Happy December. That's what's going on. It's just low volume this time of year. Nothing we can do about it. That kind of buys into this concept where I constantly get people to say, okay, great, you've got a Forex system. I'm going to go ahead and get into this. What do I need to do to make $400 a day? I'm like, what? 400 a day? That makes the assumption that Forex they just move it in just perfect profitable waves and you're just pulling out profits. It has been erratic since the middle of the year. Now we're at a complete lull, and we have been, as of last week, absolutely sideways. So that's just something that, if you pay attention to my daily live session, it's very important to know that. Because a brand new trader, you know what a brand new trader would do if they started my system last week? I see them do this every week. A brand new trader will look at the overall system. They'll go, this thing's fucking killing. This thing crushes. I'm going to 10x my bid size. This is beautiful, right? Without coming to the daily live, you don't really, and you hear me constantly say it, you don't really know as a newbie or someone who's not paying attention or who doesn't do this full time like I do, you wouldn't know what the market volume is. One of the things that my subscribers and lifetime license holders get of the system to get access to basically a sample copy trade feed, which I call Premium Signals Monitor. So it pulls from the full algorithm, trades every pair at a 0.10 lot size, and it just gives you a feeling of the sentiment of what's going on. What's the drawdown? Although we don't focus on drawdown, we really don't look at drawdown. I don't. I look at margin level percent, but we can look at drawdown on that account from a day-to-day basis, which we will, and go, oh, that's, the market has pushed and it's holding. Right now, I think the overall market drawdown on my main algorithm is like a couple $100, and I think it's closed less than $100 for the day. Sometimes we're in the $1,000 drawdown. That means we got some volume. Don't focus on the $1,000 because it's not relative. It's not relevant to your account. I don't know what you're bidding. You might bid more, you might bid less. But it just gives us kind of an overall sentiment. AUD, NZD, sell trade, the take profit has not changed. This will be a terrific trade. My trades always win. How's that possible? Well, if you got this thing on your mobile device called a calculator, it's just called math. It's just mathematics. That's all it is. So we go in and we bid a reasonable amount so we can handle a market pullback, pushback, sideways, whatever the hell you want to call it. If we go look at this, sorry, I was quoting the TP. The take profit is 1.9815. If we go look at the chart here, you can see we're on the day chart, just pretty much sideways. You can see, let's see if today is Monday. So we entered back in here. You see the sell trade up here, and it has crept down, whatever you want to call it, a little bit, and our TP is down here. Doesn't mean it won't pull back and add some more trades. That's the whole idea. We are entering at the best time that we can. Your entries, no one's entries, are always going to be correct. Our mathematics basically say it doesn't matter. My entry, I have, I'll admit this. Ask the people in the group. I have great entries. But, you know, what is it? 51% of the time, 50% of the time you can expect it to enter and go into profit. The other 50% means you might have to scale in and play with it a little bit. An example of gold, and now this reminds me of a question somebody asked last night. Gold has just pushed, went up, took out my hedge, came back down. That's what you got to expect this thing to do. That's why, typically, from my experience, you got to hedge early. You got to hedge early. The moment you hedge late, every time I hedge late in a sequence, because here's what happens. You enter, it pushes a little bit. You probably should hedge. Then it pushes a hell of a lot, and then it hangs down at the bottom, and you're in and out of hedge, in and out of hedge, in and out of hedge, losing all this money, where that if you had got in early on that hedge, that's holding it up there. You don't have to mess with it too much down here. It's all theory. It's all gamification. It's all practice. Yeah, so you can see that's what's going on there. Free signal trade. Not a lot to talk about in the market today. Let's go look at overall sentiment. I'll talk about a few other things. This is not a huge... We don't do analysis anyway. We fucking look at trades that we're in. What are we doing? Right? And I hate these people. Yeah, well, if you'd have watched this 3-candle play, and if you'd have bought down here, man, I did. I hope you did. I'm an analyst. Analyst? Am I an analyst? I'm that too. It's just like, well, you see these 3 wicks up here. You take the sell on the 3rd wick, and look where we're at today. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because I always win on historical data. The moment I point this out to you, and if I keep pointing it out to you, go watch the YouTube gurus that I know are batshit crazy. As soon as I see this movement on the chart, watch this. As soon as I see this, watch, I'm going to do it really slow. As soon as I see this, oh, this motherfucker's going back in time. Oh, he's going to tell you what you should have done. Ah, shit, he don't know. He don't know. Are you with me? He don't know. You know what we know? Here's what we know, and here's how we look at it, and here's just a more comfortable, ethical, truthful, realistic place to take you. We fucking entered a sell trade right here. It's going that way. Even if this pulls against us and comes back here and takes profit, it still went that way. The moment you see the chart shift to the left, fucking just stop. Don't. It's bullshit. It is all bullshit. Here's another really great one. If we go back here and you look at this hammer candle down here, that was your buy entry. And look, if you got out at the top of that wick, because you're standing there staring at it, right? Are we at the top of the wick? Looks like we're at the top of the wick. These people don't know what the hell they're talking about. Enter the trade, manage the trade. That's really what we're doing. What's our management technique? Dollar cost averaging, you might call it that. It's not really programmed that way, but very conceptually. I get people that come into the group and they're like, their mindset is, I have to have a strategy. I must have that winning strategy. You know how many gurus I followed for years? What's the winning strategy? Entry strategy is really what they mean. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Enter a trade and manage it. That's it. Enter a trade and manage it. Even forget it. Just look at the chart and do a random entry. I'm telling you, I did a series for a while. I should have kept it up on YouTube called the Random Trader or Random Trading Series. I won every trade. What is winning? Fucking net profit. An end of a net profit. Your balance plus a profit. That's winning. That's it. It's not your balance minus $500 plus $500 the next day. Well, I lost here and I won here. No, bullshit. Balance, net profit. Balance, net profit. Balance, net profit. That's what we do. That's how we trade. So let's go look at the overall sentiment here. Pause the screen, change the accounts. It is not in front of me. Here it is. So overall sentiment, I quoted this earlier. It's the entire algorithm that I have trading 22 currency pairs in the given market right now, bidding a base lot size of 0.10, which is $1 per pip. Math is simple. $200 drawdown. Literally nothing. Absolute sideways. Closure for the day, $129.39. I said about $100. That's pretty low. We've had $2,000 days. So you get to, with $1,000 drawdown, so you get a feel for where the market's at. Right now, the market, she goes sideways. Just like this. That's it. For the week, $2,339.06. It's great, right? It's all winning, nothing but net profit, but it's not a high volume market. It's just not. So the only other thing I probably would look at, we'll speculate on some other things. Let's go look at gold. Let's go look at what gold is doing on one of my accounts. I'm taking the automated algorithm, trading it on one of my accounts. We're just going to look at it. Don't freak out because I'm a crazy, risky trader. Here's basically where I'm at. Here's my basket of gold trades. I've been hedging down here, and it's just going like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Into the hedge, out of the hedge. Into the hedge, out of the hedge. Into the hedge, out of... Because what I really should have done, and I didn't, and I'm going to auto-program it into these algorithms, is I should have been hedging probably up here. I'd have quite a few hedges in play right now, and I wouldn't have to, here's a technical term, dick with it. I wouldn't have to dick with it down here. Kind of pissing me off a little bit, but whatever. It is. Gold goes so smooth forever, and then all of a sudden you get this one trade, and everybody's like, oh, haven't been watching my account. Shit. But this is not bad. I mean, you're going to look at this and go, this is terrible. Well, maybe if you're not as good of a trade manager as I am, but I know what I'm doing here. I'm not going to explain it. I could do another bid and have my margin level percent at about 300. I'm perfectly fine here. I get that you're going to blow the account at 70% margin level. It's not happening. Not going to let it happen. But I'm playing with it here, trying to minimize my hedging losses at the bottom, but also protect the account. Let's look at the chart here. Don't let any of this stuff scare you. I am a gambler. So here's the day chart. Look at this candle for the day. It's very indecisive. What do they call that? A Doge candle, I think. Anyway, doesn't matter. All these bullshit names. You got very indecisive. You got a wick up the top, you got the wick down at the bottom. Look at how much gold movement we've had, and then look at today. It's nothing. It's purely sideways. They're taking out stops at the top. Liquidity grab. Liquidity grab at the bottom. Liquidity grab at the top. That's fine. If you look at the wick coming off this candle, there's not really any fair market value up here. They've kind of covered it, right? If there's any, if you want to get real technical, there's probably some right here. Okay. Somebody asked me yesterday, where's the take profit on gold? My gold system does not work off a chart take profit. It is looking at this entire basket of trades and looking to get out at a certain amount of profit. Initially, it goes for $10. Gets in and gets out. The market pushed. So all those parameters are off the table now. What's on the table is it's looking at how many lots is in total and the movement. It's probably going to, if it were to push up right now, it could get out anywhere in about this area is what I'm thinking. Anywhere in here. But it's all based off of how far it pushed down, how many liquidity grabs, all kinds of other factors. So it's nothing that's linear like, oh, here. The reason we trade with algorithms is you couldn't do this on your own. You couldn't keep up with it. You couldn't do all the math. You'd oversimplify it because it would be hurting your brain, and then the moment you oversimplify all this shit, you just basically are break even or taking losses all the time. We don't do that. It's going to be a great trade. It's not emotionally comfortable, but neither is your childhood. Okay? You at some point you got to move on. So probably not much else to say about this. You can see that I am currently not hedged. Here's what I've been doing. If you zoom in a little bit, let's look at it this way. So if you look at this, this is the buy at the bottom. We've got one wick that stuck out of it. I've been hedging around in this area. Okay. What I typically do is I hedge at the algorithm trade level. The algorithm added this buy here. That's around where I'm hedging. I keep getting fucking taken out. It is what it is. Now, I had a hedge in over here last night, and the hedge was about in here. You can see that it pushed all the way back, took out the hedge, went up, came right to hell back into it. I was sleeping. That's the price you pay as a human who needs some sleep. And I was like, not too worried about it. I'll handle it when I wake up down here. It is what it is. At this point on this gold trade, I want out at break even. That's what I'm looking to do. Break even includes the losses I have forced and manually taken down here because of being in and out of the hedge and being in the hedge too late. If you back out of this, when should I have hedged? Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have hedged right here. And in fact, I did. But when I entered that trade, I was out to dinner, entered it, and it was at New York close. And there's a little bit of a lull there. I don't know what it is. Maybe an hour and a half lull where the metal market is not necessarily open. I entered the hedge right there. It didn't go. I was like, all right, I'll take care of this later. Had about 8 margaritas, came home, went to bed, woke up down here. It is what it is. I'm not too worried about it. However, don't forget, I have the auto hedge module ready to plug in to gold, and I'm going to do it. Had an issue yesterday with someone that said, I'm trading at Oanda, which is a U.S. broker, and I can't hedge. Okay? They're like, so what are you going to do with the OPP feed? Are you going to give us the one profitable pair feed? Are you going to give us a feed that doesn't hedge? I'm like, hey, I have to be careful. Why the fuck would you be trading at a U.S. brokerage? You're just getting hammered. You can't do shit. You can't hedge. Can't protect. You're going to lose your account. You're going to lose your account because you can't trade. Hedging is a huge part of trading. Professional traders hedge. Why the hell do you think U.S. brokers won't let you do it? They don't want you to make any money. I'm not. It's not a conspiracy theory. It's not drones over New Jersey. They don't fucking want you to make any money. When you don't have to be there, maybe there's some people that have to be there. I've seen some people potentially trading their retirement account or their Roth IRA. That's just fucking dumb. Let that do what it's doing. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm a fucking hack. I'm a gambler. Whatever. I never lose. But hey, don't follow me. Don't follow me. I don't know, and I thought about it, because right now, the one profitable pair feed, OPP, has auto hedge plugged right into it. We're going fucking sideways. Nothing's happening. But as soon as that hedges and someone has Oanda, so I've been kind of thinking about, is it worth it to set up an OPP feed, here's what I'm going to suggest. If you're trading OANDA, if you're trading a U.S. broker that basically gives you no leverage and no ability to do real trading, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but hey, not everybody makes the right choices, right? If they did, they'd be as good looking as I am, as rich as I am, and as much of a jerk as I am. That's what they would be. Not everybody makes the right choices. I mean, I don't know if you did. I chose my parents. I fought all the way up that tube. I fought and I won. I mean, obviously I won. And obviously you won, but maybe you didn't fight hard enough. The real deal behind all of this is if you're trading a U.S. broker, I'm going to suggest that you go trade the 10 pip hybrid feed. Eventually, I would imagine auto hedge would be on all of my feeds. Speaking of that, let's go look at something. Let's go look at a test that I have that is running auto hedge on every currency pair. If I can find the account number, I believe it's this one. Let me check. It is not that one. It's going to take me a second here. It is not that one. I really have to organize these accounts today. Okay, here it is. I knew what that account number was. Let me just show you the numbers. This account that I'm going to show you, completely a test. I forced a bunch of losses. It was a 10K account, and here's where we are. So I'm hedging every trade at a 0.07 lot size, every pair, every trade. From my main algorithm. Again, not a lot of volume here. What are we, about a dozen and a half trades? Not quite. 6,400% margin level. It's made $2,000 just bidding the overall algorithm. Now, so let's take a look here. So AUD CHF. So that's an OPP trade. Okay. Probably shouldn't call it that. That's just the comment I left on there. Let's not look at that. This is every pair from my algorithm. That was what I originally did it at. I did that so I could see which one was a hedge. Okay. Let's see if we can find one here. CAD Chief JPY sell, Euro AUD, Euro CAD, Euro NZD. Yeah, there aren't any hedges. Sorry, it's not hedging. I'm trading every pair, and I'm hedging, I think, at trade 3 or 4. Point being, is this what's the point behind this? The theory is you could trade the entire algorithm on a 10K account at 0.07, and if you remember, this is old school bidding, before the market just raped us and gave us colonoscopies over the last 2 years. And, I don't condone that. I do not condone rape. Don't rape. Don't use Forex to rape. The idea is you would be able to trade the full algorithm on, let's say, a 10K account with auto hedge in place. I'm just going to let this thing go. We'll see what it does. But as far as, like for the day, it's closed $90 for the day. For the week, it's closed $1,297. It's looking pretty good. But let's also, don't be lulled into, wow, this is amazing. Like, here's what the newbie sees. Man, oh my God, Terry, how many times have I sold a license to someone, they put $3,000 in an account, ran the entire algorithm at a 0.10 lot size, and they're like, holy crap, we're crushing, I'm getting rich. They started dreaming of yachts and escorts and all that other stuff. And then the market pushes. We just don't have the volume right now to be making any decisions on any sort of testing. It is smooth. It is slow. It is sideways. And it's going to feel really good if you look at the overall algorithm, because you're getting that dopamine hit. You're getting 22 currency pairs, obviously is much more volume than one currency pair. So you're going to get that feeling that, oh man, this is incredible. Jack my bid up to 100.0 lot size. Oops. woke up to what gold did to us this morning, right? That's it. Somebody had said on my license holder only, if you own a lifetime license, I offer a feed called the Stable Profits feed. It's unique. We trade Euro GPP. Someone said they've been watching it and it says only done buy trades. They're like, does this thing only do buy trades? I just think that level of overthinking is like, what? That's just what the market's doing right now. I mean, you could trade 22 currency pairs and they're all in a buy. It could happen. But that doesn't mean it only does buy trades, right? It's just so funny how people look at it that minutely. Like, this thing's only done buy. It's only done 4 buy trades. Does this only do buy trades? And if you're the one that asked me, you think I'm picking on you, no one knows who you are. Only you can prevent forest fires or Forex mind viruses. Probably too old, or you're probably too young to even remember that commercial. Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. Yeah, no shit. As I flick a cigarette off into the woods and finish my hike. So, yeah, it doesn't only do buy trades. It's just so weird that people do this overly analysis, analyzed. Is that, hold on. Hey Siri, is that a word? Oh, look, she's going to work now. So, I'll end with this. So many people looking for a strategy. People get pissed off coming into my group and go, there's no strategy here. There's no training. I wanted to learn. Well, guess what? Guess what if it's really fucking there right in front of you, but you're just too brain dead to see it? Because here's how it works in my system. You will learn by watching the system. You can't do what the system does. Why the hell would you try? Why would you do some sort of manual? Don't you have to sleep? Eat? Don't you lose an internet connection once in a while? Aren't you out with the family? I don't know how you would manually trade and keep up. You couldn't. That's what they think they want to do. That's what they've been told. What's your stop loss, Terry? We don't have one. Oh my God, you're a hack. Am I? You will learn, and I'm gonna teach this in my new upcoming training that all new members should go through. You don't have to. You can go pay some money and skip ahead. Think you know what you're doing. But one of the things I'm going to express is, here's all the shit we're not going to learn. All right? I'm going to keep that bullet list. Here's all the stuff we are not going to screw with. However, if you pay attention to what my algorithm's doing, you will learn so much. The learning is in watching an automated algorithm do what you could never do. You could never do it. You couldn't do it. Why would you try? Why would you try? Imagine 10 years from now when we all have robots in our house and you're one of those people, I refuse, and you're still doing your dishes and laundry. What a loser. I'm going to do my own dishes and laundry, even though robots are all doing it. Like, what's wrong with you? Let the robot trade for you. If you have to intervene by doing a hedge, although I'm programming that into the system now, I mean, hands-free is hands-free. When the market goes crazy against us and the robot's just doing its thing, sometimes you got to help it a little bit by protecting it from running you into the ground. Now, it didn't run you into the ground. You're the one that has a teeny tiny little shitty Forex account that you overbid on. So now the robot's trying to use it, right? The system doesn't know how big or small. Let's call it small. The system doesn't know how small your account is. Doesn't know. It's about you being able to manage your own risk, which is simply choosing to not overbid and not overtrade in any given market. That's it. So, I believe that is all I wanted to show you A side note, I am in massive, in the background, work and creation mode. I'm moving the website to a new server. I'm enhancing the affiliate program. The reason I'm moving to a new server is some technical reasons, and also as I want to deliver to you some of the advanced stuff. So for license holders, I promised advanced MetaTrader 4 trading. I want to display it in a certain way. I'm going to start doing a weekly or bi-weekly training session that will last, along with trades, that people that joined, you can only, if I'm going to do basically a live session and give you the account access to be able to get the trades that I'm showing in the training copied to your account automatically. You'll learn a lot. But if you don't sign up and you don't show up live, you don't get it. You can go pay some money for these sample signals. So a lot of work going on in the background, like maybe even an overwhelming amount. I can see myself working, 8-10 hours a day for probably the next 2 or 3 months. So a lot coming at you, subtle little changes, all for the better, really trying to take this to the next level. I feel like, I'm surprised it took me a year, but it's taken me a year to really perfect how to deliver this stuff, how people interact with it, what a better way to do it is, things like that. And I really want to enhance the affiliate side of it. I know there's a few people, 2 or 3 maybe, that will really run with the affiliate program, and I'm rebuilding it for them. I'm building it for them. I would love everyone to be an affiliate. You don't have it in you. You're just not that driven. I get it. I've told some of you guys for years and years and years about affiliate marketing, which is really just promoting our system. And why would I want you to do that? This is the best system out there. Absolutely is. I'm biased, but am I? I'm also smart. I'm like, this is the best shit out there. You can't beat this. There are bigger memberships. There are bigger groups. There are bigger memberships that are losing a hell of a lot more. How about we just don't do that? This is a very unique system that I have here. So I really want to stand behind the affiliates, and there is no doubt that as an affiliate, you could make 6 figures doing this. What's 6 figures? It's anywhere from $100,000 up to $999,999, right? $1 before $1 million. That's what's called 6 figures. So it's quite a swath of what you could do. I know what this thing can do. I'd love to have a team of affiliates that are really crushing it. But again, I'm going to say this negative. I've been doing this a long time. How many times have I done mass group trainings? 300, 400, 500 people, 1,000 people, and 1 or 2 people come out and actually do something. Not being negative, it's the reality. People aren't, people got their own vision, their own lack of confidence, their own lack of time. The funny thing is, I'll end with this. I'm not a philosopher, but here's something I know. It just comes to mind. You don't have a money problem if you think you got a money problem. Meaning you don't have any, you don't have as much as you want. Oh, there comes the text message. You don't have as much as you want. And that was my sister saying she's sick. Okay, great. I'll get back to you. You don't have a money problem. You got a knowledge problem. That's it. If you don't have the kind of finances and money you want in your life, it's knowledge. There's a lot I'm not saying. Let me also just fucking get into this a little bit. You don't have a money problem. You have a knowledge problem. You don't fucking know what you don't know. The moment someone like me, and I fucking will, comes into your life and says, here's what you could do. As I am a proven super affiliate. For 25 years I've done that stuff. So we're talking about being an affiliate for my program. The moment I tell you what to do, here's the difference. You actually have to fucking do it. And you got to trudge through it. And you got to find your voice. And you got to figure it out. And you got to do it. Well, Terry, I don't have an extra 2 hours a day. Great. You got 5 minutes? Go live for 5 minutes every day. Live. Don't know what to say? No one gives a shit. No one's watching you for the first year. You'll figure out what to say. Stand there and look at the phone. Hi, John. Glenn, thanks for joining us. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about today, but we'll get there. It doesn't matter. But you know what? The closest I've ever seen someone come to actually making some action is over a 90-day period. I've seen them go live about 11 times and then they quit. I shit you not, in 25 years of coaching people. No one has it in them. I started on YouTube back in 2006, 2007. I'd been doing basically email marketing since 1994 before that, right? And they're not on the internet anymore. They're on the internet. They're just archived. I look like a dumbass sitting on my living room couch with some flip cam sitting in front of me, stacked on a bunch of books. Opened the curtains to get some nice good lighting, and I just started talking and helping people. There you go. Oops, you got to help people. Not a calendar where you schedule phone calls and all this. No, hey, here's my results that I'm getting. You could get the same results because we could take the same trades. This is what I'm doing. Hey, here's my link down below. And something you can stand behind. Because here's what I get on a daily basis. Wow, Terry, my first Forex trade ever taken through your system was profitable. I can't. Really? You sure you didn't lose? You sure you didn't lose? Don't lie to me. You didn't lose. Fuck. We got something good here. So, you don't have a money problem. You got a knowledge problem. And then once you have that knowledge, the only other problem you'll have is you won't have the money problem solved because you didn't act on your knowledge. That's it. I'll see you on tomorrow's live session.
Thank you for joining us on the Forex Trading Daily Live Show. Get access to all of the free trades with full auto trading at fxwithterry.com. Be sure to subscribe and get notified of the daily live stream. And get ready for your next profitable Forex trade.